Yo, what's up, Festers? So, I just got off work, just got home, had to come home and get my fishing pole. About 3:30, meaning we only got about 2.5 hours of daylight left before the sun goes down. And it's been getting pretty cold. Definitely going into that fall transition. It's gonna start getting colder. We got these cold nights, pretty warm days, so these bass, they know it's coming, so they're munching. Only got a little bit of time today, so we're actually gonna go hit the river that we were at when we caught that big frogfish and that big flipping fish. If you guys haven't seen those videos, go check them out. Probably one of the coolest bites I've ever got on the frog. Yeah, we're gonna head over to the river. And the last time I was there, someone left me some hate mail on my window, but we'll talk about that when we get there because I think it's pretty funny. I don't know if they did it on purpose because they wanted to get on the channel, if they're really butthurt about it, but yeah, we'll go over that when we get there. Like I said, we only got a couple hours of light, so we're gonna try to get over there in a hurry. Let's do it. And my boss, he just got back from Missouri. He was over there visiting some family, and over there, Lake of the Ozarks, recreation lake of the world right there. But he brought me back some maps and stuff, but we'll break into this into a different video because I think it's pretty cool. Let's try to beat this sun before it drops.
Cast me far away, play these little games, acting all okay, today.
Oh my god, dude, this is like Alright, Festers, we're heading to the spot, we're almost there, but let me tell you a little bit about that funny fishing beef that I had a few days ago. So, I was out here, I want to say, like 5-6 days ago maybe? And if you guys saw my previous videos, you guys know I know the farmer and the property owner. So I was going to plan on coming out here, so I gave him a call and see if it was fine. And said, yeah, go come out. So I came out, and he actually said he was going to show up too. So I came out here, was fishing for a little bit, and then a group of 3 people came. So I was like, eh. And then another group of 3 people came. So me being me, I called the property owner and let him know, because I didn't want him to show up thinking that I invited these 6 people out here whenever I'd never had the permission to do so. So I called him and let him know pretty much. And a few minutes later, about 30 minutes later, one group of 3 took off. And then I was fishing for a little while. I called it a day too, so I headed back to my truck, and there was some hate mail on my window. You guys, I can't believe what it said. You guys are gonna laugh. It said, "We knew this spot before you did, fishing with Fred. Parking in private property, ... Like, think about what you're doing, man. You're breaking the law." No, it was on a brown paper bag. It was ripped in half. And on the other half, it said, "Snitches get stitches." Dang, I haven't heard that since like junior high. Okay, first off, you might have known this spot before I did, but I have permission. I don't know, I think it's funny. I don't know if they were serious about it or if they just wanted to be on the show, but you guys made it, so thanks for fishing with Fred. On these mats, you know, during the fall time, these fish, they're going to eat up because they know that cold months are coming. And these mats are a good area for them to hold up in because they know everything else is going to go there too to survive. And let's just throw around a frog. I got a frog tied on right now. Let's just throw it around and see how active these fish are. And if we can't get none to go for the frog, then we might have to punch. But I love both of these techniques. I can do it all day. So let's just throw some casts out there and see what these green machines are doing. All right. So got the snack proof. This is like the only black frog I have right now. And you kind of want this frog to stand out on the mat. So black's a real good color. You want it to contrast. That way they could see it better, find it easier. This one also has a bell in it, so that probably helps a little bit too for them keying in on it. make a little noise on top, but I've noticed black does real good whenever the sun's high. It creates that shadow or that silhouette for that bass to key in on the bait a little easier. So we're just gonna, I don't know, I'm just gonna cover some water pretty fast. I don't really know where they're at, you know what I mean? So I just want to cover some water, try to find some areas where they do seem to be hanging, and then maybe kind of slow down the end, but we only got a little bit of light left, so I don't want to take a long time just to find these fish. So we're just gonna use this frog as like a search bait and just cover some water. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna get one. Hopefully we get one before the sun falls. Alright, so I've been throwing the frog around for about 20 minutes now. Haven't had really nothing, no activity. I think I scared a couple fish off, a couple carp or something. But nothing seems to go for it yet. But we're gonna fish the rest of this bank right here. And if we don't get nothing on top water, then we're gonna have to start punching because we're gonna run out of time. And I definitely want to catch a fish for you guys today. And for myself, I haven't been fishing in a few days. So a green machine would be pretty cool. But yeah, we're just gonna fish this bank with the frog, and if that doesn't turn anything up, we're gonna probably put on an ugly otter and just flip it in there. See if we can get one that way. I really don't want to put on the punching rig because with the frog it's way easier to cover water. But I think that's what we're gonna have to do. All right, we're running out of real estate. All right, little back there, buddy. Well, there's one in there. Just gotta keep moving and let them know we're still there too. That was sick, that fish like... I wasn't watching. There we go. There we go. Solid. Sweet. We did it. Oh, dude, you just hooked me with my own frog. Chunker on the frog. Nice 2.5. Let's get this off. On that bleeding frog. Whenever I threw it in there, this guy heard it hit the water and went right over there for it. Pretty bass. Sweet. Not bad, dude. All right, we just got that guy. So there's no skunk today. So whenever I have a fish that hits it that aggressive, I always like to throw back in the same spot because he hit it aggressively for a reason. Either he's really hungry or there's some competition down there and he wants to get to it first. So I always like to throw back in the same spot right after I get an aggressive bite like that. Because as soon as I hit the water, he was hanging out over here. As soon as I threw my frog over there, he swam straight up on it and blew up on it immediately. So I don't know if there's some buddies down there with him or if he was just aggressive and wanted to get that frog because he was hungry. But I always throw it back just to be safe. Nice. Cold fish, man. These fish are pretty cold. Missed it the first time. I just stopped it and popped it one more time and he got it. I'll take him, see if we can drop him from right here. See you, buddy. That was pretty cool. Oh, little guy wanted it. Let me get that grass off you, buddy. Let's take a look at you. Little large head. Nice. Frog barely fit in his mouth. Let's see if we can drop him in there. Oh, he jumped back out. It's a big helicopter. Is that Air Force One? Alright guys, I had to do it. I had to put on a Wu Tungsten 1 ounce and then a Gambler Ugly Otter. Awesome color. This is an awesome flipping bait. Real nice and compact. And these little 3 legs right here, they put in some work. I really like this for flipping. It's probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite flipping bait. You can cut these, all 3 of these right down the middle and add even more action. I think it's a 4-inch bait. But yeah, super sick bait. If you guys haven't tried an Ugly Otter, I'd recommend you guys check these out. Throw it on the back of a jig, flip it. I put it on the back of a swim jig, sideways. This thing's awesome. Alright, so this is where I caught that 6.5. So hopefully there's someone hanging out right here. There's one. Oh, God. Dude, that was a tank and a half. That was a tank and a half. I cracked him, but cracked that grass too. Dang. That was a big one, man. I felt the weight on him. He might have been bigger than 6.5. That was a solid wand. Bent my hook out. Dang, bent my hook out and everything. That was definitely fatty, dude.